For every loved gaming YouTuber, there is also one hated by everyone. Some rise to fame by inspiring millions, others throw it all away with one bad choice. These are the stories of gaming creators who went from icons to outcasts, and the few who reminded us what real legacy looks like. Let's start with a story that still hurts to this day, Technoblade, a name that meant laughter, skill, and humility to millions. With his sharp humor and unmatched Minecraft mastery, he built one of the most positive and loyal communities in YouTube history. I decided to use one of the oldest Minecraft techniques, camouflage. He once joked mid-battle, making even losing rounds feel fun. But in 2021, behind all the jokes, Techno revealed a devastating truth. He'd been diagnosed with cancer. For months, he updated fans with courage and humor, saying things like, "I now have 99.9% less cancer than I used to," which is pretty great. Sadly, in July 2022, his father uploaded a farewell message that broke the entire internet. "If you're watching this," Techno wrote, "I'm dead." The video became one of the most emotional moments in YouTube history, filled with comments like, "Legends may die, but their legacy does not." Fans went on to raise over $500,000 for cancer research in his honor. Even now, every tribute, every Minecraft server, every mention of his name keeps that legacy alive. Technoblade didn't just play the game, he became its heart. But for every story that ends in inspiration, there's another that collapses in scandal. And few fell harder than Dr. Disrespect. Once one of the most entertaining streamers alive, Doc was a master of persona. Slick shades, perfect mustache, pure confidence. But in 2020, all of it came crashing down when Twitch suddenly banned him with no explanation. For years, he denied knowing the reason, until 2024, when a former Twitch employee named Cody Connors claimed the truth was far darker, that Doc had been caught messaging a minor through Twitch's old whisper system. When confronted, Doc tried to spin it, posting cryptic tweets, but 3 days later, he admitted to it. The internet turned on him instantly. His sponsors dropped him, his gaming studio cut ties, and fans who once saw him as untouchable now called him one of the biggest frauds in gaming history. One viewer summed it up perfectly. Turns out the Doc didn't respect the age of consent. And yet, where Doc's story became a cautionary tale, Jacksepticeye became the model of integrity. Since 2013, Jack's chaotic energy and kindness made him one of YouTube's most beloved figures. Not because of fame, but because of his heart. His Thankmas charity events raised millions for good causes, including a single $3.7 million donation during a 2022 stream. The internet didn't just love his content, they loved his character. One fan put it best: "Jack is the Jiminy Cricket of YouTube, a voice of reason and empathy when the platform needs it most." He's proof that being loud and kind aren't opposites, and that even after 10 years online, you can still be adored without ever selling out. What's even more impressive is how consistent he's been through it all. While other creators burned out, changed personas, or chased controversy for clicks, Jack stayed grounded, showing up for his audience even during tough personal times. He's spoken openly about mental health, grief, and burnout, not for sympathy, but to help others feel less alone. That honesty built a bond that numbers can't measure, the kind of connection that keeps fans around for life. But kindness isn't contagious for everyone. Some creators let success turn into ego, like Kwebbelkop. Once a gaming powerhouse with over 15 million subscribers, Kwebbelkop decided in 2023 that he'd found the future of content, replacing himself with AI. He uploaded videos where his digital clone played, spoke, and joked in his voice, except it didn't feel human anymore. Fans were disgusted. "No one asked for AI Kwebbelkop," one wrote. "Keep that in the basement." Even other creators like Penguin Zero called him out. There's nothing good about replacing people with AI. Kwebbelkop doubled down, arguing with critics using his own AI avatar, until he realized he'd destroyed the very thing that made him special. His views collapsed, his audience left, and what was once innovation turned into irony, a creator replaced by his own machine. Then there's the mystery of Fearless, the Fortnite legend who disappeared at his peak. Between 2018 and 2019, Fearless was untouchable. His editing, his humor, his timing, everything felt effortless. He hit 10 million subscribers in record time and was loved by nearly everyone. Then suddenly, he vanished. Fans thought he'd quit. Others feared the worst. And when he finally returned with a joking "I died" video, people laughed. But behind the humor, something felt off. When asked on TikTok about his next vacation, Fearless replied, "Vacation? I wish this was a vacation. If only you knew my life, bro." After that, he disappeared again. His final upload was in January 2021, and every comment since has become a digital vigil. "We love you. take your time. We'll wait another 10 years if we have to. Fearless didn't burn out in scandal. He just reminded us how heavy fame can really be. What makes his absence so haunting is how loved he still is. Every year, fans resurface his old clips, turning his channel into a time capsule of laughter and nostalgia. It's rare for the internet to stay loyal this long, but Fearless wasn't just a creator. He was comfort for millions of people growing up. His silence has become its own message about how fragile online fame really is. Unfortunately, not everyone walks away with grace. Nadia Amin, once a rising Warzone star, found herself accused of cheating in 2022. Clips circulated showing suspicious aim, and when YouTuber Call of Shame exposed her, she fired back. Not with proof, but with arrogance. "Are they mad because I'm cheating?" she tweeted, "or because a woman is better than them?" That line backfired instantly. When she later doxed a viewer live on stream, reading out his full name for mocking her, even her own fans turned. Twitch banned her briefly, she apologized, but the damage was done. Her channel still exists, but her trust doesn't. As one comment said bluntly, "She's not sorry she did it, she's sorry we saw it." And that's the thing about reputation online. Once trust breaks, no amount of PR can glue it back together. Nadia's downfall wasn't just about cheating, it was about how she handled the backlash. Her defensive attitude, her refusal to show humility, and her decision to double down turned a controversy into a full collapse. Even now, her streams pull a fraction of what they once did, haunted by the shadow of a single ego-fueled moment. For a creator who once thrived on confidence, arrogance became her undoing. If Nadia's story showed how ego kills momentum, Vanoss Gaming proved that humility keeps it alive. Starting in 2011, Vanoss built one of YouTube's most entertaining gaming empires, the Vanoss crew, with friends like H2O, Delirious, Nogla, Wildcat, and Terrorizer. Their chaotic sessions defined a generation of gaming fans. And despite never chasing controversy, Vanoss still made Forbes' list of top-earning YouTubers, bringing in over $15 million a year at his peak. But through all the fame, he stayed grounded. No drama, no scandals, just laughter. Fans today still call him the blueprint for gaming creators. 10 years in, his comment sections are filled with nostalgia and gratitude. Sadly, the same can't be said for his former collaborator Minilad, whose career imploded after disturbing revelations surfaced. In 2020, two women came forward with screenshots of inappropriate messages Mini had sent them while they were minors. He initially denied everything, but months later posted an apology video admitting his behavior was selfish and wrong. By then, it was too late. His reputation was gone, sponsors vanished, and his name became synonymous with betrayal. As one viewer wrote, "You either die a hero or live long enough to become Minilad." What made his downfall even harder to watch was how far he'd fallen from grace. Once part of one of YouTube's most beloved gaming crews, Mini had the chance to build a long-lasting career based on humor and nostalgia. Instead, he threw it away through manipulation and ego. Fans who grew up watching him were left heartbroken, not just by what he did, but by how insincere his apology felt. His attempt at a comeback never took off, proving that some bridges once burned can't be rebuilt. It wasn't just a fall from fame, it was a fall from trust. Viewers who once saw him as part of their childhood realized he'd betrayed that bond for good. In a community built on connection and laughter, his actions became the ultimate betrayal. Even years later, his name sits as a cautionary tale in YouTube's history, a reminder that fame without integrity always collapses. And so, in the strange universe of gaming YouTubers, we've seen every kind of ending: the fallen, the fading, and the forever loved. Dr. Disrespect lost everything to ego. Nadia burned her career in real time. Kwebbelkop was replaced by his own ambition. Minilad destroyed himself. But Jacksepticeye stayed kind. Vanoss stayed timeless. Fearless stayed in our hearts. And Technoblade became eternal. It's a reminder that views fade, scandals fade, even fame fades. But how you treat people doesn't. The internet remembers more than numbers. It remembers character. For every downfall that starts with arrogance, there's a quiet legend built on humility. Jacksepticeye's compassion, Vanoss's consistency, Fearless's mystery, and Technoblade's courage all prove that being loved online isn't about perfection, it's about humanity. In the end, that's the real difference between being famous and being loved. Fame fades with algorithms. Love lasts because of authenticity, and whether you stream, game, or make memes, one truth never changes. The internet always remembers what kind of person you were when the camera turned off. Because at the heart of every upload isn't just content, it's character. The laughs, the stories, the mistakes, the apologies, they all add up to something bigger than views. It's why creators like Jack and Technoblade are remembered with love, while others are remembered with regret. In a world built on pixels and personas, the only thing that truly survives the scroll is who you chose to be. Because in gaming, reputation isn't built by what you play. It's built by what you do when the game's over.